like a movie. She know that she groovy. I'ma live my life like it ain't nobody's business.
In this moment, never on time, love. When we in today, be looking at us. Grab a drink and hit the dance floor up. Got the girls even looking at your butt, yeah. Listen to me, get so sticky, it's not icky, but I wanna dance floor. You say that it's a turn on. Hand up on your hips, take a dip, take a sip, pop on drip. It's a style I can learn on.
You know you wanna go to Vegas, baby. Can you twist one up for me? You know you wanna go to Vegas, baby. Get it lifted on the way.
If you want that girl, then go ahead, go and get it. If it's girly smoke, then go ahead, let me hit it. Living life like a movie. She know that she groovy. I'ma live my life like it ain't nobody's business.
Living champagne Vegas life.
You do you.
Living champagne Vegas life.
You do you.
Dancing on the Vegas life.
I'm so wavy, you can call me Tsunami. Chewy's on my bottom and these baddies on my line. I'm trying to chase it steady, baby, I ain't wasting time. Blue cheese crumble in my pocket and on my mind. Them blue face zombies, I be counting all the time. 10 toes too, and I'm prowling by my grind. Naked except the ring, yet the boy still shine. Don't need your approval, you can't take away my stripes. Hit the table for a 7, but I leave it with a 10. I'm not your regular baby, you know what it is. And if you don't, you better educate yourself by the king. I'm trying to have it you down, love, come rise with me.
Tonight, it's on. Let the music take control. Mind, body, soul. You bring it down, baby. Dance to the rhythm, let your body go. Yeah.
If you want that girl, then go ahead, go and get it. If it's girly smoke, then go ahead, let me hit it. Living life like a movie. She know that she groovy. I'ma live my life like it ain't nobody's business.
Living champagne Vegas life.
You do you.
Living champagne Vegas life.
You do you.
Dancing on the Vegas lights. You know you wanna go.
You know you wanna go to Vegas.
Can you twist one up
Can
for
you
me?
twist one
You
up,
know
baby?
you wanna go to Vegas, baby.
Now,
Get it lifted on the way.
If you want that girl, then go ahead, go and get it. If it's girly smoke, then go ahead, let me hit it. Living life like a movie. She know that she groovy. I'ma live my life like it ain't nobody's business.
nobody's business.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome, YouTube world. You've tuned in to The Vote. We are here, and we are live, and we are ready. I got the music ready. I'm on top of all fuckery today.
All fuckery.
All fuckery. Sorry, excuse my language for all the kids watching. But yes, welcome to The Vote. You've tuned in live to The Vote with the Royal Flush crew. Let me see what we can do. Get Gouda to come over just a little bit. Scoot on down, ease on down the road. We good, we good. All right, so yeah, we are here, man, like every Thursday, 8 p.m. on the HMS network, and we are here to stay. Today we got the Royal Flush crew. Let me go ahead and introduce myself. I go by Cedric Blickman, aka Blick. We got Freshman Gouda.
Yes, sir.
Do not forget the Gouda. And we got the one and only Mr. Redeemer. Redeemer, you in the house, bro? You over here chilling? And we got Spider Goddess over here posted up on the wall. What you say, Redeemer?
I'm over here chilling. Got Spider Goddess with me.
Yeah.
Redeemed here with the Royal Flush crew.
We out here chilling, posted like a stamp. And we thank you guys for tuning in today. Today is definitely going to be a special show. We're going to be going into the soul. Into the soul. Yes, the soul. We're going to be talking about what is the soul. There's a lot of rumors about the soul. There's a lot of different, I'll say different depictions of what a soul is. Some people mistaking soul for spirit and spirit for soul and things like that. Some people don't know the connection of what the soul actually has. So this will be a nice hour for y'all to be able to get the sponge, as Freshman Gouda would say.
Some of these jewels up, man.
Get them jewels in, and let's see where this journey goes today. So how you feeling, Gouda? How you feeling?
Feeling gravy, man. You know me. Always bring my bottle of marinara, man.
You got the sauce in there, but
Man,
I seen you put it in the refrigerator. As soon as he gets to the house, he goes and puts some kind of marinara Freshman Gouda sauce in the refrigerator. He just put it in there. I'll be like, what are you? I'm saving it for later. I'm saving.
100% pureism, no additives. You did.
Hey, I heard that. No GMO, none of that fakery, none of that. That's what's up. How you feeling, Redeemer? What you up on today?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, here chilling, with the Royal Flush crew as usual.
Yeah.
It's out today,
Man, post it up. You in LA, huh? You out in LA area, right? Representing LA,
yeah.
man. We all come from LA, from that yonder place. And that's definitely a good spot to be at, man. Also, we got Spider Goddess. I see you up in here. I know she's just chilling. She's gonna be supporting, answering a couple of questions. But I know she said she had a toothache or was feeling some kind of way. But she's supporting us. We appreciate you coming in. For sure. You there? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Okay. Cool. Support. The support is real. The support is real. So we appreciate the Bigo family. Appreciate you YouTubers out there. Make sure you subscribe. You see the button down that way. Over there. Wait for it to come back. Wait for it. It's coming.
Right there.
Booyaka. Right there. Okay, so make sure you push that button and stay tuned. We're going to turn up today because we talking about the sun. The sun is hot. Soul is hot. I'm giving up clues already. Lord help me. All right, so today we're going to be talking about the soul. So let's jump into the soul, like what it says. So first question that I got for us today, while we bust open this topic, it's already in there. Are we living from our light source? So first off, before we go into the questions, let's kind of lightly explain what I feel a light source is while the music stops and waits for me. Light source. Light source is from... It's a lot of ways to be able to look at it, but one way to be able to see it is that spark that allows a person to be. That expression of what it is, not just the personality of a person. We'll talk about that later. We're talking about what's occupying the body, what's occupying you to even do anything. So light source being that star, in the sky. If it's in a dark place, you see the stars, that's a light source. That's a form of electricity, a form that you actually can harness from. So we'll just say that first before we just jump in, because we're going to just assume y'all already know what's up on some of this stuff. But if not, you're going to have to rewind this back and we're going to have to keep going in. So I'll start with you though, Gouda. So do you feel that we're living from the light, our light source? What would you say on that? Do you feel that we're living from the light source?
I feel like to a degree everybody is, but not everybody is using it how it needs to be used or to their fullest potential. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody was made with a light source in them. Some of us call it intuition, some of us call it motivation. We call it different things, you know what I'm saying? But it's a source of direction for you, you know what I'm saying? It's a source of light, it's a source of guidance for you. Now, how tapped in you are to that will affect your direction and the paths that you take in life. I believe that everybody has an opportunity to make it stronger, depending on what you're trying to do or what you feel you called to do, or you know how you fine tune those tools that you're gonna pick up these frequencies with. Again, it depends on what you allow yourself to be distracted by. It depends on a lot of things. So I feel like that will dictate whether or not you are using your light source.
Yeah. Well, I definitely agree with you with it. When it comes to if a person's using their light source, I kind of feel almost also that it's something that's almost an automatic thing. Like you said, a person can have that light actually in there. I'm like, damn, my damn throat. I'm like, light source, my light source. Need some hall source. No, I'm just playing. But I'm just saying. But no, I feel like, you know, it's something that it's that fire. It's that fire or that light or that expression that a human or a person is being occupied in that space. You know what I mean? What is fueling that thing to move around and have a personality and do all these things? What is the energy that is, you know, what are you plugged into? We ain't plugged into nothing, you know what I mean? It's like we Bluetooth out here in the streets as humans, you know what I mean?
That Bluetooth run out at some point, man.
Hey, it does run out. The batteries do not last forever. That's the memo. The batteries do not last forever. I'll say the same thing with you, Redeemer, just to kind of bring you into it. How do you feel, like, you know, before we just jump into the other questions, do you feel that, the same question, or do you feel that people are living from their light source? And what do you feel a light source is?
I think that the light source is everyone is living through their light source. I feel that if you're living right now at this time, that if you have a body, your body's encapsulated, surrounded by darkness, and then your light source shines within your body, as in, like, if you looked at the stars are about black background cascaded into light, little balls of light. I think that is the same principle that is within us, but we can't see it because of these flesh bodies or prisons or prisms that we're in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you know a crystal prism separates colors, light, three different sections. So that could be the chakras. That's what we in right now. We're in a meat prison where our meat sack bodies. But the light is in that, and it always goes back to source when we phase in and phase out into this existence. Yeah.
Excellent. Put excellent. You know, when you start going into prisms, then of course now you're definitely talking about light. And the reflection of the prisms. That's the reason why we admire diamonds so much. It's because of the different prisms, and when that light hits it and reflects it, that allows it to shine a certain type of way. So I love that you're able to, you know, that you said that, because we are a living, breathing, like you said, meat sack. That is a great way to put it, though, with a light source in it. Like, whoever the operator of this thing really is, you did your thing. We're gonna definitely give Source of all things the props when it comes to that, because you did that. So we can definitely keep it pushing on the questions. We'll keep it rolling. So this is definitely a hard, I would say to me is a hard question, but what is the soul? But we know. But what is the soul made of? So I would say I would ask let's go back on let's go Redeemer. Redeemer. We'll start you off with that one since you came off on the last one. What do you feel that the soul is made of, Redeemer?
Well, I feel that the soul is made out of probably some type of I'm not gonna say electro, but magnetic energy that is probably unknown. Maybe the etheric type energy that is not really been put into science, or if it was taken away a long time ago by physicists and theorists. They knew what it was a long time ago. It is something that is constantly here but not here type of thing that can be in the multiple places at once. Something that encapsulates everything on this earth and in the universe onto both planes of water. When we talk about the seas and we talk about the upper waters in the galaxy, the ocean up there, it's some type of form of a watery substance. I think that we all are connected to. That we all are one in. It's not just an individual thing. We're all part of that soul structure, whatever that is.
Yeah, that socket that keeps flowing. So, and I'll piggyback on what you're saying. When it comes to it, it's a lot of different ways. Just breaking down the word itself. When you say soul, it does connect to the word sun. And when you connect those particular things, it kind of gives you a vibe of fire, or gives you a vibe of that electricity in a sense. So with me, I would think, like you were saying, I would think it was similar to what you were saying, like a watery type of substance with fire inside, like contained. Proof of this, I guess, are proof that you can kind of do an example, a quick little tool that you guys can use at home that proves that you have some type of fiery substance inside of you, is if you hold your hand up in front of your mouth and actually breathe like this. You can actually breathe cold air, or you can breathe hot air. It's true. So being able to have that duality inside of yourself lets you know that you have access to both things. So if your food is hot, you can make it cold, you know what I mean? And vice versa. You can actually blow and, make it hot. But I feel like, what our soul is, like I said, it is a question mark within there, because we kind of can't just take it out and just, hey, what is this made out of? You know what I mean? But we can actually feel. We've been given tools, and there's been a lot of things that have been left behind in order for us to have an idea in the right ballpark. But it's definitely something super important. You know what I mean? That's why most people want your soul, even if that's able to be taken. But I feel like it's a certain contract that you have with that source or that light that you're plugged into. So that's another whole conversation in itself. So when they always tell them, I'm talking about they taking your soul, that is kind of scary. But at the same time, it's like, how can you take the person's soul unless they sign off for it? You know what I mean? But how you feeling about the soul, Gouda?
It's energy. You know what I'm saying? They tell you all the time, you return to what you became. You return to what you were from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So for anything to happen, for it to be contained, if you go to the simplest molecule, it's all energy. Mm-hmm. Energy does something and then it becomes something else. But at the base form, if we just gonna say what is it, it's energy. You know what I'm saying? Now what this energy does, and to transform into a capsule that cages this and does that, that's a whole bunch of scientific other shit I ain't really classified for. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell you there's some energy popping off.
Hey, and that is a intelligent question to even know that, you know what I mean, of what energy is. You know what I mean? Energy is always, it's connected. Everything is holding itself together. It's energy forms, different forms, combining together as one and making that thing that you see, whatever it is. So yeah, let's keep this thing rolling. This is actually good. It's kind of flying by. So I have a couple more questions. It says, let's bring it down here. I like to just have it in front of my face. Sorry. So the next question is, in the relationship between the soul, is the relationship between the soul, body, and mind really worth exploring? So reason I'm saying this question is because sometimes we get ourselves in a question where we talk about soul, but then this is a question mark for most people. We don't want to know enough to be able to explore like other people that had different visions about, their soul itself. Not everyone, but I'm saying a lot of people, when it comes to these type of topics, you'd rather tell me about a scripture, you'd rather tell me about a story about somebody back in the day. But if I ask you, what about your soul?
Why though? It's like, a lot of times I get caught up. I like to research a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes in my research, I ask myself, what is the purpose of this research? Like, why am I, if I want to learn about the slaves and the Egyptians, okay, what is knowing about all of that going to do for me right now in the future that I'm building, in the space that I'm going forward in? So it's good to know about your history so you can kind of reassure yourself of what you've been done, or, you know what I'm saying, try and gather some knowledge that you may have not had or that may have been hidden from you, gain a perspective of what was trying to be done. But at the same time, don't get caught up and reflecting on all that, you got to understand that you are here for a reason now. You supposed to be doing something now. Yeah, the stuff from that past can lead you and give you hints, but you have to use your energy to build upon and leave something for the next people who coming behind you to be able to look and say, okay, well, shit, we ain't got to go way back there and try and piece it together. They left a little something here that we can build on, and maybe we can go further, expound on, or get a different perception, if nothing else.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that one. That was definitely worthy of the applause. Yeah, I definitely feel it's worth exploring. Like, what else is there to do? That's what I say. What else is there to do? You can focus on this. I can focus on cameras, equipment. I can focus on just the company. But if you're not even paying attention to just your basic self and why you move and why you operate, I feel these are the things that make us appreciate life. The fact that you even have a soul. The fact that you even have rhythm, for some, not everyone. But the fact that you're able to be able to tap into that frequency of the universe. That is a gift. You know what I mean? The fact that you're able to wake up above the dirt and you can see the broadcast. You know what I mean? We have to be able to take those small things and build on top of those. And then I guarantee that your problem, whatever you're saying, is not that bad. I'm sorry, it's not that bad. It's crazy, but it's not that bad. So we got to be able to push through it. Your soul is here for a reason. You're not placed in this meat gelatin to just be. Even though it's a good thing to do, you can chill, you can just be. But you came down here to explore and see what's popping. You know what I mean? So your fuel is already being operated. You're already directly plugged into a source that is, keeping that on auto. If you don't believe it, then tell me how many times you breathe today. Like, I can't tell you mine on my
with
heart.
some attention then.
Exactly, but you are on auto. And so being on auto, that means we have some kind of life source, some kind of light source dwelling inside of you that's fueling this thing that we call a body. So yeah, I feel like, that is definitely a good thing. I definitely want to hear what you had to say about it too, Redeemer. Our relationship between our soul, body, and mind worth it? I kind of know, what you're going to say in that sense, but can you give us a little bit more details of why is it worth it?
I think that it's way worth it for the fact that to connect the mind, body, and soul to work in unison together will make life a lot easier for a person to go and carry on in this world. Because once you have these things aligned, things come into your life where it comes without you having any struggle. I mean, you won't have any way of looking for something where things are, you will see it right come towards you. You will attract things. You will be in synchronicity with the environment and the things that are happening around you. You'll understand that there's things protecting you.
Yeah.
There's other forces, opposed forces that work for you in this world, because your mind and your body and soul is connected. They show even in martial arts. If a lot of people do martial arts, they can see that that mind, body, and soul concept keeps you into a zone of focus that is, I think, that one of the treasures of being alive.
Yeah, that's facts.
You have to cultivate. You have to cultivate that. That's one of the reasons.
Tap in, tap. You get one of those too on that, for real. So yeah, man, I feel it's definitely tap in, and like you hit a key point. Martial arts, when they're talking about chi and all that stuff, and they're tapping into their breathing, they're not just going out there fighting. Like, I got the most, no, they're not going out there fighting. They're practicing on their breathing, their techniques, their movement, and then they're forming energy within, the midst of their movements. That stuff is crazy. You got to be tapped into your soul. Like you said, not only your mind.
They're redirecting that energy to whatever they want to use. They tell
Exactly.
You're right.
you can even use your mind to, if you just focus on a certain part of your body, you can take that energy and that chi and direct it to that spot and actually start the healing process in your body. You know what I'm saying? Because your brain is using that energy. It's just redirecting it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, redirected energy. That's all we do as alchemists or people that move in certain type of energy. We redirect energy. That's all you do in the first place. You gather energy here, you change it into something else. You receive energy when you're seeing with your eyes or hearing with your ears, and you transmute it or transmit it in a different type of way. So that's good, man. I love this talk. This is definitely something that I don't feel that everyone talks about. So we definitely got to keep hitting these topics of things like this. We do gotta pay some bills to ourselves, so we're gonna go ahead and do some commercials real fast. And we go ahead and tune in to the HMS Network. We appreciate you and thank you. Appreciate it. We'll be back. I was like, yeah. We are back. How y'all feeling? How you're doing?
I'd like to read one of these comments I just peeked over here.
Okay, he's seen a comment. Let's go ahead. Let's read it out.
So, Crime 380. Pardon me.
Get the coffee.
Hey, Keisha, man. Goodness gracious. Well, Crime 380 says, a pure energy that will transform and pass to your next life that makes what and who you are and always be. So pretty much just, in essence, living beyond just living for the moment. You know what I'm saying? Living beyond even living for this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Putting things into play to, when you think about living beyond this lifetime, you got to understand some of these jewels and things that you trying to attain, it's really a dumb obsession. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, I like a little bit of sauce, but again, when you sit down and think about it, okay, if I'm living past for what I'm finna do in this lifetime, what the hell is this finna do for me? If somebody after me can't take these jewels and go ahead and get a couple dollars and get themselves ready for the next situation, what are we really doing? I'm getting myself dipped and wasting time learning and putting effort into things that really not gonna help me beyond this life. So that's kind of what I assume he's saying. That's what I get from it. Take that effort to do more than just, you know, get yourself situated in this life. And when you start to do that, you work on your mind, you work on things that are really more important.
Yeah. And things have to be in the place. Like what you were saying and Redeemer is saying. It's like, you know, you got all this fiery energy to do something, but like you said, you're going to need the mind, you're going to need other things to be into place in order to take that joystick and put it in the direction that it needs to go. You know what I mean? So that's actually a good. I'm loving that. You guys make sure y'all keep leaving comments, keep leaving your comments on there. Definitely we love to read it and add you guys apart. I was going to ask you another question, Redeemer. And this is just like a basic question because sometimes people find themselves asking this kind of question, you know, because most people won't do the research, you know what I mean? So we got to assume most people don't know. Is our conscious different from our soul? How do you feel about that? Like your consciousness itself, do you feel that it's connected? Do you feel that they're one and the same, different? I just want to hear what your expertise on that and how you feel about it.
Well, we know that is in our consciousness as in we living and breathing right now to be conscious. We're conscious right now, and we slip in and out of consciousness every night as we go to sleep and we wake up. But are we really slipping out of consciousness? This is the thing, you know, we got to ask ourselves because consciousness can be the form of what we interpret as living in the reality. But consciousness in itself is something that is just to be aware of where you are at all times. If I'm sleeping and then I'm aware that myself or whatever I am or whatever energy I am, I mean, that flows from me, it's in another place, which would be a dream state or something like that. I think that is the consciousness that we need to be familiar with, because as some of us understand and remember our dreams, some of us do not remember our dreams. And you know, this is a point of consciousness that are you even dreaming? I think that you are. It's just that you're not putting that information back into the body. Your conscious are all over the place. You're conscious even when you're not even around, and that's what people have to start to realize now. Your consciousness has been here from the beginning of time and even to the end of time, and in this present moment, which is a present. Because we are living right now in the future.
Right now. Yeah, I love that. That was definitely a nug as well. I feel.
Let me get on that.
Yeah, get on it. Piggyback time.
I feel exactly what he's saying, but to expound on it, I feel like your soul is more or less like the being, the vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Your consciousness is more like the database, the tool. You know what I'm saying? You use your consciousness, like you said, your consciousness has been here way before you know what I'm saying, was even popping. It was in another database. It's just a database that's been gathering, you know what I'm saying, and the different bodies and the different, you know what I'm saying, things that it's been going through. I feel like how he said your conscious is always working. When he said that, I kind of get this vision of, when you walking in the light and then you put on your night vision goggles, you know what I'm saying, to see different things. And then when you walking in the light again, you take those night vision goggles off. It's just your body's way of using different senses to, you know what I'm saying, do different things. Now, your level of control will allow you to do different things with that. Some people can step into that dream state and, man, do some things because they mastered that dream state. Their soul has mastered how to use their conscious in that dream state. Some people master how to use the conscious while they're awake. You know what I'm saying? It's just your soul using this body as it should. Your body is just a instrument, a vessel. You know what I'm saying? Your soul is using this body to tap in, to tweak it, do this. It's like if you use a guitar or a flute. You do certain things, it hits certain notes. You know what I'm saying? You do certain things, it hits certain shit. So it's just your soul using your body to, move around like that.
Yeah. Navigating, straight navigation. This thing called the body is super complex, like super complex, man. So don't sleep on your body. So don't think like Redeemer and what Fresh was saying. It's a gift. Like it's a gift. I get it. You might not even have your feet. You might even not even be able to walk. You know what I mean? But it still is a gift to be able to be inside of this body, to operate, to be able to have a consciousness, to gather data. even if it's for a short period of time. You're gathering it, you're coming back down, you're doing it again, it goes in your DNA. We're gonna have a whole thing on DNA. Me and Redeemer have been doing like Bigo lives all through the week, and we've had a couple chemists and different people that work with blood that actually what's the term you was telling me? Phlebotomist. I say that all the time, but or I'll be thinking of it, I'm like, I can't get it. But people that actually look under the scope and see our blood, and the truth is, you guys, our blood is super special. So we're definitely gonna be talking about that when it comes to that. But back to the topic. So when you're operating in your soul or operating it from your life source, you got to know that, like I said, it's a gift. It's a gift. It's a present. You have it. You are here. You arrived. There were many sperms that wanted to be you, and did it happen? So when you have that, it turns on. You're able to operate, do the best with what you can, with your body. Real quick, so we're gonna go ahead and go to a quick new song, or one of the songs, real fast before we come back up in this thing. We have a couple of more questions that we're gonna go ahead and do this with the Redeem team. We got the Royal Flush crew up in here. Shout out to Spirit Lex too, just to let you guys know. Spirit Lex, they had some kind of thing in her area, so she'll definitely be back. Shout out to all the other people watching at home too. So let's go ahead and get some music popping. You know how we do it on the show. HMS Network, hitmakersociety.com. Holla at you. Bye.
I told you. Didn't I? Didn't I tell you it was nice? This that boy Blick right here.
Sick of niggas telling me what we ready to do.
That wine right here.
Sick of niggas telling me what they getting ready to do. Then they don't do. Sick of niggas telling me they out here eating, but the spirit man looking like they don't choose. Sick of niggas telling me we out here together, but you want the camera on you. Big phone of money and a whole lot of rings. Hypnotize them all, make them all gon' sing. He's so necesito, hit the shit easy like it's free throw. We the sequel for you Negroes, catching ZZs like you's on roll. We the heroes, wearing cornrows, no need to borrow money no more. Don't be around funny niggas no more. These niggas acting really slow. They don't be having that glow. They not using they pino blunt. I be like, okay, my God, I put that shit on demand. You be calling me Stan, I be like, okay, demand. You know I got it on the spot. You know these niggas make it hot, 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 hot. Burn that shit down, man. I just be on that shit. You know we underground, man. You be thinking we from UK. No, we make our beats like Dr. Dre. Niggas wanna see me, no shade. If you wanna behave. Wavy like the lays. Wavy like the lays. I pay myself. So pay me, pay me, pay me. If you wanna get the green, then you know you smoke the tree. I said no necesito, you can't roll with me. I said I'm frozen, frozen, chosen, chosen. You know it. I said that on the last song, but I wasn't wrong. We can do this shit all night long. We going home. E.T. Came up in the spot with a whole lot of chosen. Staying in my lane like a nigga when he bowling. And we going, know I'm in that spot so the spirit can't hold him. Can't hold back close and I can't let go. Told ya, didn't I tell you? These niggas are blowing away. Hey, didn't I tell you? These niggas are freeing the slaves. Hey, didn't I tell you? Them ancestors back in the day. Hey, didn't I tell you? They playing them games in the street. Didn't I tell you? The scared ones is wearing they cleats. Didn't I tell you? You bump this, you wake up your peeps. I'm telling you, didn't I? But you looking at me like I didn't I tell you, better talk before you live it. Better walk what you talk for a living. Acting like a tiger, but you just kidding. Yeah, it's written that the blessings come down in an instant. Straight line with the smoke like an incense. Yeah, we give them all a show cause they visit me. Better look down below in the ocean. All about the money, all about the paper, all about the squiller, but it's still a promise on the billa. All they don't know, never get old. Promising the gold that your world's worth more than thriller. Working for the man, working for the man, working for the man. That's the number one plan for the tricker. And you know it's all about the 8 figure. She make her own money and she make the pot bigger. Came up in the spot with a whole lot of chosen. Staying in my lane like a nigga when he bowling. And we we going. Know I'm in a spot so the spirit can't hold him. Can't hold back close and I can't let go. Told ya, didn't I tell you? These niggas are blowing away. Hey, didn't I tell you? These niggas are freeing the slaves. Hey, didn't I tell you? Them ancestors back in the day. Hey, didn't I, told ya, didn't I?
Didn't I tell you? I like to told you something, but you ain't even listening to me, man. This is that good music, man. Nobody got shot in this song. Goodness. I told you, man. Now listen, you gonna put this on repeat. And when you do, I'm gonna be like, I told you, didn't I? I didn't I? You better listen to somebody. Now go on now, get down there. And pass me a damn whiskey over there. Good looking. Little youngster. Little knuckle.
Wesley Snipes. No, I'm just playing. What's good? Welcome back to the vote, man. We tuned in live. It's your boy Cedric Blickman, aka Blick. We got Freshman Gouda in the house on the ones and twos. We got Redeemer in the house with the Redeem team. We got Spider Goddess. She got a little thing, but she's sitting on the wall, posted up. Don't even play in the room because she'll kick you. She got the sniper gun. So yeah, we'll definitely go there. But yeah, today we are having a great show. We are talking about Into the Soul, being into the soul, and if you got a soul, do you got a soul? You know, Redeemer, let's go there. I know that's kind of crazy, but does everybody got a soul? This might spin another whole conversation. I know, another whole way. Does everybody or everything in existence, let's say that we see that is living, does it have a soul? That's a real question.
I think that, I think that us as human beings, and from us being indoctrinated in certain beliefs, it stops us from thinking that everything doesn't have a soul, that everything has a spirit, but everything doesn't have a soul. But I think that everything has both in tangent. I think that there are some beings that have a different form of it, that it is not the same as ours. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have the same type of soul or spiritual fervor that we have. That because there is polarities in everything. I mean, you got different type of birds. You got different type, and they do different things. Some birds eat other birds. Some birds only eat plants and fruits and things off the ground. And, you know what I'm saying? So there's a place, and that's what keeps things in a symbiotic balance. So I think that there is things that have different variations. We have souls. Other things have something like a soul, but it's not quite. It's what we have.
It's something like that processed meat that's in the store.
Not what we would consider, depending on the tools that we using. But again, it's in this human body. We using different frequencies to pick up different things, different senses. Who's to say, you know what I'm saying, that being on that level is not a frequency that, you know what I'm saying, will be considered a soul on that level. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just depending on the tools that we use, and like you say. Yeah.
And then you can tell, I think also you can tell from the user, the person that that's using the vehicle, the meat gelatin, as Redeemer cleverly put it. I feel like, you can look on the outside. It's like, let's be real. Let's be honest. When you look at somebody, you can tell, like what Redeemer was saying, that that there's something there. That there's some kind of expression there, spirit as well. But you can see certain people glowing or exuding more energy than others. And we even look different too. That's crazy. But I feel like, it doesn't make it like one better than the other or anything of that nature. But it is something to pay attention to, especially if you're lost in a sense and not feel like you're not connecting to your soul. it would be good to go to people that are in connection with their souls. So I feel like, it's definitely something you don't get into a debate, but I agree with you as well, Redeemer, with the soul thing. I feel everything in it has its own way of expressing that soul that is harnessed inside of it. So even animals itself, I feel we take animals for granted. You know what I mean? We think that just because an animal is there and it's not talking to you like that it doesn't have a soul, it doesn't have a spirit. It has all of those things. It is expressing and has challenges and tasks that it wants to do or has to do within this life. So I feel like, that's crazy to think about your kitten. You're like, what the task this cat gonna have besides scratching up my couch? You know what I mean? But they do they have different things. I feel that it's just on another whole level, and some things we don't understand. But yeah, man, I feel like this is definitely it's good. That's the spark that sparked in my mind. I'm like, you think about it, but like I said, do you really talk about it? Sometimes when you talk about it brings you.
So many people have been brainwashed to where they don't even truly believe that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Animals don't have souls, but it just makes sense for them to say that, so they don't have to really think about the logic of that, the real science behind that. Like if we talk about reincarnation, this, that, and other, what gets put into that other body? You know what I'm saying? Besides a soul. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a vehicle. You know what I'm saying? That the body is just being used. It's at different vibrations. If that soul's been sent to go learn this lesson or whatever, okay, you got to go hit and learn lesson 3. Okay, you going to go over there in that body. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we just going to be logic with it, that's what will be happening. Yeah. But I mean,
Yeah. You just got to be real, and stay connected. So that's funny because it's coming into like the next question. We'll probably be on this one for a second. And I'll start with Redeemer on this one. How can we have a deeper connection with our soul? Are there any kind of exercises, any kind of techniques? We don't have to go in detail of what it is, but we just kind of want to point and show the flashlight in certain areas so people can go ahead and do their own research on their own time. But how can we become deeper with connecting to our soul?
I think that what Gouda said earlier about like you don't really want to go into the past and learn all the stuff, you know what I'm saying, and really be stuck in the past. But the past really does tell us what this soul thing is all about. When we go into different our old traditional cultures before colonialism tells us that the soul was considered the Ka and Ba. And when we had these things, the soul and spirit, which they turn into the Ka and Ba, these are the things that made us animate on this earth and these meat sack bodies that we in. And I feel that we need to get in touch with the subconscious. Getting in touch with the subconscious, that is what we were talking about before in other panels, the Akashic record is the subconscious, because it knows everything. You don't really have to know for it. If you close your eyes, consider yourself and listen within yourself, the light can shine and you can see your path where you came from and where you're going to go to.
Yeah. Excellently put. It's definitely and we have to have, like I said, the next season, you guys. The next season, we about to turn it up one more notch. Start talking about like the Kasha records, going more in on techniques itself that you can actually physically practice at home, and things of that nature. So I feel like, we're going to constantly keep putting out these topics, but we're going to turn it up like 2 more notches because we got to give you guys some substance. But that was definitely good, flashing the light on different ways that we can be able to look into that. With you, Gouda, I was gonna say too, because we've been talking about all the soul and the whole thing of that nature. How do you feel about that topic? Like I was saying earlier about a person being able to take your soul. Like I know it sounds kind of like even talking about it now, like, but I just want to just we got to spark it. So how do you feel about a person taking it?
I feel like everything is, it's language. It's how you say, what you say, and what you mean. You know what I'm saying? Your intention behind that. When you say take your soul, that's just somebody taking your energy from you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can get it back. You know what I mean? To a degree, even if you allow somebody to take your life, depending on where you were at when they took your life, you know what I'm saying, if you were prepared, you know, yeah, you may have jacked yourself up and had to restart or do whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Your
Start
energy
again.
about to get rerouted. But if you prepared yourself, your energy is going to be where it needs to. But,
Yeah.
you know, just basically, you got to control that. You know what I'm saying? Put your effort and your time to really getting to know yourself. Understand what really means something to you. Again, where your direction is. So that way, you know, you can put those efforts to it. Sometimes it takes to just really sit down and do nothing. You know, you got to get to a place where you can afford yourself to do that. Maybe it's 5 minutes, maybe it's 10 minutes. But, you know, a lot of times the best answers come from just listening. You know, a lot of times we talk and we talk. I remember when I was going to church, I do remember them saying, you know, a lot of times we just constantly asking God for this and asking God for that, sending prayers up, sending prayers up.
Yeah.
How many times do you actually just sit down and listen if he even sent the response down? You so busy asking for this and telling them this, oh my goodness, this, that.
Yeah.
He trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
He trying to
Ain't
show you
listen.
something. You
Yeah.
ain't even shut up and listen. Or, you know what I'm saying? Just peep the signs right quick. I'm finna give you the yellow brick road, but dang, homie, you just talking. You can't.
Yeah.
I done lit the whole walkway up, but
Yeah.
you sitting here telling me about Joey and it. Nigga,
Yeah.
I know about all of them.
Yeah.
But
You're
you
right.
still trying to debate with me and, you know what I'm saying, plead with me. Sometimes we just got to sit in silence and trust ourselves. When you do ask, you know what I'm saying, whatever your source is,
Yeah.
certain things going to click in you. You know what I'm saying? Like Redeemer said, when you sit down and, you know what I'm saying, turn that thing on, it's going to be certain things that shine in you to where it's like, oh shit, let me go this way. Let me test it out.
Yeah.
It feel good doing this. It feels like it's right. So let me continue to do it
Yeah.
until I get that feeling that say, no, we got to go this way.
Yeah.
We got to go that way. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So you got to listen to yourself, man.
Yeah, it's what you're saying. I feel like it's the navigator, your compass, moral compass inside of you, your compass, just period. And that's what allows you to be at this crowd or this place or with this person. All right, eat this. You know what I mean? But you got to be connected to that compass, and I feel like that compass center space. It has everything to do with, it's the closest thing probably to the soul or right by it, or you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That allows you to be able to go in certain directions. And then we fight against it because of programming, thinking, your mind, thoughts. Something told you. How many times have we said that? Something told me not to do this. We get in that situation all the time. You know what I mean? But it's just getting to a point to where we can get off of the training wheels and actually start to fly. But when you do get off the training wheels, you have to start with like one off first. You remember how you be able to do the training wheels and you go one off, but it still kind of feel like you doing it. You kind of getting off that wheel. But eventually you got to get off the training wheels and take both off and not be afraid to sometimes bump your head. Because I know a lot of the times we get afraid or get because we don't want to get hurt. You don't want to get hurt in this life.
Sometimes we be scared to be so great. I ain't gonna lie to
that's
you,
true.
man. It's sometimes your greatness will scare you. You know what I'm saying? Because you see where everybody else is at. The people around you is, they comfortable. They
Yeah.
cool with, and there's nothing wrong with where they at.
Yeah.
But understand they cool with where they at.
Man.
It's people who constantly have a drive, not to be, materialistically have things, but to be better than what they were, like as a being, as a mind, you know what I'm saying? To further this body, not just in looks, but in mind state and spirituality, you know what I'm saying? And presence, so that way you become that ultimate being. That's really what life is about, becoming that ultimate being, reaching that pure state where when you set your mind on something, you go in there. Like I said last time, when you do your part, the universe do its part. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be so pure in mind that no distractions, none of that is getting in your way. Because once you set that GPS, you driving there, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like we finna
going.
do everything it takes to learn about this, to set these
Yeah.
things in action and be consistent about it because I'm that dedicated to this situation. But a lot of people, they don't be they be dedicated to the idea of that situation, but not really trying to do the work. And that's what it takes to become that supreme being. You got to be committed to doing the work.
Yeah, you got to be committed. You super got to be committed. And and all of us, we roll together because of that reason, because we are committed. We roll together because I feel that we see a great example of that person before us. whether it's doesn't matter their sign, doesn't matter their color. I feel that we're rocking with certain people for a reason because we can see that soul shining the way it's supposed to. And I feel like when that light shines, it shines. I'll say this too. I wanted to ask you this, Redeemer. So since we do know some of the history and when you do break down some of the etymology of certain words, like I said, soul being connected to the sun. So how do you feel about that, Redeemer, when do you feel that we have a whole bunch of pieces of the sun inside of us, or is it some kind of beacon, like how that movie The Matrix is? How do you feel like, about the soul? Like, the words, they match for a reason. They definitely match for a reason. But I wanted to see what you feel about it.
Yeah, because the culmination of language came to, basically to have meaning onto things that were really from the past, that reference the past, like you say. A lot of the words come from, old things that were, basically worshipped upon, like the sun. They have a lot of legends about the sun as us being melanated people. We were the children that were kissed by the sun. The sun is where our source is and what we go back to. And some of the Christian religions tell you that you will go to hell and hellfire and brimstone. If the soul is made of fire, then you will go back to the sun, which would be the sun. And then the sun will go and basically bathe you and clean you of all your sins, and you'll be reconstituted back into another life.
And spit back out. That's really good.
In a body, and if you go in, they said that the opposite place was another form of light or a reflection of light, which would be the moon.
The moon, yeah.
That is a reflection of that. See that these things all in tangent when we come back to our souls being basically like fire. When they have these different depictions of Jesus' heart has fire around it. That because it's signifying that we are fire beings. And it also says that the angels have fire within. And we are the people that have fallen from this and made themselves on this plane of existence.
That's super good. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely some facts. He gave you some nugs within a couple of seconds, for real. But yeah, that's why I want him to be able to speak on that. And it's the truth. We are connected, and I feel like one of our number one beacons to watch is the sun. If anybody knows about the ecliptic, the pattern of the sun, and what the sun does as it goes around. There's different elements that we can be able to learn from the sun when it's the closest. If you pay attention to a lot of the tragedies in history and all of the triumphant times in history, pay attention to where was the sun. And even though some of our charts is kind of weird, they do have certain things where we can actually trace and see where it is, just so you can have an idea. Even if you're only able to get a couple 100,000 years or 1,000 years, pay attention to what the sun was doing, and it gives you an idea of what your inner self and what certain things that you're going through is doing as well. It's like a direct beacon. You know what I mean? For instance, if, like I said this before, if the sun is at its closest, it's closer, stuff is heating up. Pay attention to your life. So pay attention if life is heating up. When the sun is further away and it's now colder and now hibernation, and you feel, how do your body feel? Pay attention to that. It's a similar thing, being away from that. Sun can also mean yourself. You know what I mean? In astrology, they use the sun as the depiction of the different separations between you and other energies or other planets. So it's a lot. But like what Redeemer was saying, it's pointing to you for a reason, so you're able to look at these physical examples that we have right before our eyes. We are fire beings. That is crazy. Yeah, man. But yeah, so dang, I looked at the time. Wow. Gee, I looked at the time. I'm like 5 minutes. What? Okay. So I'm like, the soul to be continued, man. Definitely. I appreciate everybody. Seriously. This is definitely a good topic that I feel like I said all we're doing is doing a spark. We're a little bit lighter, you know what I mean? And if you got that, that you already drenched in gasoline and stuff like that. It just takes a little small spark to be able to go home, go do your research, go look up some books, go into history, go on Google, get around and get to that. Know that source of all things is going to be able to lead you to the right path. But that soul thing is something to not sleep on.
I want to tell you,
Real.
I advise y'all
Right.
when y'all watching documentaries or reading books,
Yeah.
don't just be passing through them. If you stumble across a name that interests you or a word that interests you,
Yeah.
stop and write that shit down. So later on, when you're doing something, you can go back and check that shit out. Do some more research. Sometimes research lead to other research. You might stumble across some shit you needed to know or didn't know you already knew.
Yeah, that's the facts. You know what I mean? Yeah, we always have to keep on keep adding on adding on to our personal Akashic records. You know, in ourself, in our DNA.
You Neo
know what I
out
mean?
there, man. You better load that thing up.
Yeah, you stashing. We stashing it. So yeah, Redeemer. So before we roll out, we're gonna get ready to. We want you guys to make sure, like I said, you make sure you subscribe to the page. Make sure you tell somebody about it every single Thursday at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. We need you guys to hit us up. Get on here. We got our Bigo family, HMS Network or HMS Castings on the Bigo Network. Make sure you guys hit us up on there as well. We're hitting clients. We're meeting people. We are getting some work done. I can say this. We are getting some work done. Shout out to all the people that's been putting their hands in behind the scenes. Letty going in. Spider Goddess on top on the Bigo app. Redeemer bringing people. They're really representing. We're in rooms. We're telling people about the show. I have no complaints. I feel like we're going to just keep doing it. More people going to come. And we're going to have it ready. They can go back to these other seasons and get these and regurgitate this stuff. This is good stuff to eat again. For real. So before we go out, let's go ahead and get these tags out the way real fast. You can reach me at Blick333. You can also reach the company, We Are HMS. That's We, W-E-A-R-E, HMS. And you'll be able to hit us on there for any music videos, content, commercials, videos. I can name it forever, but we do tailor to creatives. And then also you can reach hold on, I ain't gonna say Gouda's thing. Hold on. So anyways, Redeemer, how can people reach you if they need to be able to contact you, sir?
You can reach me on Instagram with VeggieAlchemist.com. Veggie Alchemist.
Yes, sir.
And you can hit me up on the bingo as Redeemer.
Yes, sir.
111.
1-1 to the 1-1. We got Spider Goddess in there chilling too, so you can hit her up, Spider Goddess. She been fighting the app to keep her dang profile on popping. That's what's up. But keep her free Spider Goddess, free Spider Goddess. She in the streets.
Goddess out there, man.
All right, for the moment you guys have been waiting for, we left the last 3 minutes for Freshman Gouda. How can they reach you, Freshman Gouda? Go ahead and get them fingers ready.
Cramps about them hoes, man.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
need no freezing up on your shit, man. But if you're going to slap some music, you want some good tunes, man, just type in FRESHMAYNE spacebar GOUDA. Man, whatever your favorite tune is, tell about 1,000 friends. See if I can't get one download from you. If I get 1,000 downloads, your boy get charted, man. If I get charted, you know what time it is. So, I
Yes.
mean, do the thing.
Yes.
If you're looking for me on Instagram, all you got to do is FRESHMAYNE. Hit that underscore for me, GOUDA. Shit. I'm on Twitter. YouTube, if you want to see some videos, you want to see some work, I got a couple
Get it.
playlists for you. You know what I'm saying? All you got
Got
to do
it.
is press play, man. We're going to drop it on you. Just type in FRESHMAYNE GOUDA, man. Look for that good shit. Slap it one
Look.
time, 2 times, maybe 3 times if you can.
Keep doing what you do. Yes, we are out here in the streets. We got artists, different type of music. We've been all week on Bigo actually making beats live. So we're looking for creatives. We're looking to be able to help you guys, assist you guys with your destiny, your future, your passion. You don't gotta bend over, do nothing crazy or nothing like that to be able to get to your destination. So we are pushing that definitely super hard. We see you, Kishana. All you guys that were in the YouTube Crime 380, appreciate you guys coming in, subscribing to the channel. Once again, my
Shout
name
out
is
to the
Cedric Blick.
UK in honor of Lex out there,
Hey,
man.
Spirit Lex out there in UK. Be strong. It's all good. They had a whole little outage and some crazy stuff, man. I don't know. It was just one of her uncles or something like that. I heard about it. I'm just joking.
Seriously.
I ain't gonna put him.
Have some spells out there.
Yeah, I don't know. But we just sprinkle something on the lights and just everything went out. So she'll definitely be back. She sends all of her love. She was like super ready. She got a new mic. She's been going in. So we're gonna definitely see her next week. Just to give you guys a quick heads up, since we got like 1 minute left, our next show, which will be fun, it's gonna be called The Ideal Date. So we are going to be doing some panels on Bigo, on some dating panels, some certain things of that, just to get some stuff stirred up, so we can get some different questions for the show to see what's the ideal date. It's going to be a little bit more funner. We got the next couple shows going to be very interesting, but we got to start busting it open when it comes to this thing called dating, love, and all of the above. So yes, sir, Bobby, we are at 9 o'clock. I appreciate your time. We appreciate you once again for tuning into the Vault, HMS Network, HitmakerSociety.com. We are out. Appreciate you, Redeemer. See y'all. See you next time. Tune in, same bat channel. You dig. We out.